the hook that I have it on is a brand new hook for this year from SPRO. Now, a lot of guys don't know that Gamakatsu owns SPRO, and SPRO has been making hooks. They've always made terminal tackle. This is the hook that bait was rigged with. It's a brand new hook, and you notice the hook and you look at it and you say, well, that looks kind of like a EWG. And it is. It's the power offset wide gap with a DSF finish, which is a slick finish. You're seeing this is a new trend, you know, in a lot of hooks. And that basically what it is it's, for one, your hooks don't rust as much, but the main thing, the purpose of making this is so that you get better penetration. Now, what I like about this hook is it's kind of an in-between wide gap. It's not like a, what I mean by that is you have your regular wide gap and then you have your super line. So what this is, the grade of steel that they use in this is kind of like a medium or in the middle of those two. So it's strong like a super line. It doesn't flex like the regular will in a 3/0. But it's a little bit lighter wire, so you get better penetration. This is a perfect all-around hook, you know, especially when you're in situations where you don't have to fish in thick cover. You know, if you're going to fish soft plastic stick baits, or you're going to fish a fluke style bait or something like that, where you don't really need a super heavy gauge hook, but you still need strength. What you'll notice with this is the line tie, and then the hook point is above the line tie. So it's actually got a little bit more gap than the regular standard EWG Gamakatsu hook. The other thing that's really important with these hooks is that barb. Not only the size of the barb, but the distance that it is away from the bend. When a fish, a lot of times with a stick bait or something like that, they'll grab it weird. On a day like today where it's real bright, they don't bite very good, so they just kind of, you'll get these weird bites, and they won't be hooked where you want them hooked. That's the type of hook point, bend, and barb that you're going to use on a day like today to catch those finicky fish. I'm really excited about these hooks because, like I said, they have great, I mean, they're sharp, they have great strength, great barb. Another one that's in the SPRO lineup, and you're looking at this and you're like, what is that? That's like is that a micro EWG? No, it's actually a SPRO Power Offset Neko, tomato, call it what you want. But this is a hook that you use for weedless Neko rig, as shown here with the new soft plastic stick bait. So that's a deal where when you Neko rig a lot of times, and man, it's such a deadly technique. When you're fishing around brush, you're not going to be able to, even with live scope, you can't throw in the brush. You have to fish around the edges of it. Well, sometimes those fish are buried in the brush, and so you need a weedless presentation. Or how about just fishing around vegetation? Any type of open hook Neko rig, you can't do it. So that's why this hook was designed, was for that. And going back to the hook, okay, this is a small hook compared to the one I just showed you. It's strong. I mean, you see, I mean, I am trying to bend this hook. It does not bend. It's got a big barb. The key too is that you have the point above and away from the line tie, so you're gonna get better hookups. Man, some really good stuff coming from SPRO.